or exit the
ride,
the attraction.
yeah,
right.
yeah.
Now in this area also, we have our ice show, and I'm
Right.
sorry, ice show. We're sitting here on the ice.
We're right here. That's
Right,
right. We'll
sorry.
wrap up here. Yeah.
Oh yes, we have Malibu Beach Club,
Oh,
our beach
great.
party, which is
Yeah.
our a diving show, stunt show. It's real fun. We have
Something for all ages. That's something
right.
my 5-year-old would like.
Oh, something 5-year-old like, something you'll love. Your parents if they're there.
Great.
We have gift shops that are in the area. The Tiki Time Lounge is right there. I mean, it's great. So what I'm trying to put into this in a very long roundabout way is the fact that the family could come here, and there's a thrill ride for the big kids.
Right.
There's Reggae River Falls for the little kids, which is
Yeah.
a water play area. There's a restaurant right there where you can sit down and grab lunch or dinner if you're there in time.
Sure.
There's a show for the adults that want to see a show. But
Right.
once again, the experience stays together, and this is the kind of experience or the kind of thing we would like to follow throughout the park.
Part of the thrill for folks to get an annual pass to come spend a day
Sure.
in that area, then come spend a day over in the British Invasion or in the other parts which you'll talk about.
You'll have a
Yeah.
chance with an annual pass to really explore the park and
Right.
not rush through it, because we really don't want you to rush through the park. We're trying to make it, once again, give you that experience that we're promising you.
Yeah, yeah.
So if you leave Rock and Roll Heaven, you'll walk across a bridge to the British Invasion, and the British Invasion basically is themed like London, and the reason being London hasn't changed much in the last 40 years or so since rock has come through. Probably
Right.
longer than that. I don't think I'm 50 years or so. So the same red iron phone booths or
Right.
call boxes, as they say, that the bands in the '60s stood in front of, and real mean.
Sure.
Are the same ones that the current bands, the Coldplays and so forth. They're still standing in front of, looking real mean. So
Right.
so the actual venue hasn't changed much at all, and that makes a good backdrop for British Invasion.
Absolutely.
But British Invasion we'll have our roadie stunt show there, which is
Great.
a real neat interactive show with a lot of pyro, and
Right.
it's like I said, that one's worth the price of admission. But at the same time, we have another coaster, Maximum RPM, which is a coaster that's actually the lift mechanism is done on a Ferris wheel. So you ride into a Ferris wheel, which will pick you up and drop you off on the top of the coaster, and goes that way.
Get down.
It's something else.
That's tremendous.
We have, once again, rides for the small children. We have our London taxis. We have all the King's horses, a beautiful carousel. The shops and the eateries in that area are also themed British or,
Right.
or basically in London, so you can get your fish and chips, or you can have a pint if you want to. And
In London is
enjoy
the home of the
area.
Hard Rock Cafe as well. Is
That's
that right?
correct. The first cafe went
yeah.
up in London.
Rank, yeah, right. Sure,
So-
special place.
Oh yeah. You can leave London, then you go into Lost in the 70s, and Lost in the 70s is where one of our feature attractions is. Moody Blues, Nights in White Satin, The Trip,
Right.
and that's a ride which is I think it's one of the first sensory dark rides that's ever been done. So you'll go through and you'll smell candle wax and incense and all sorts of different things, as well as seeing illusions, and it's really neat.
Wow. Yes. It sounds like something that even your face changed a little bit just thinking about
Oh yeah.
yes. That ride, the excitement there, and of course the even bigger thrill to have the Moody Blues here on Tuesday, June
Definitely.
3rd,
And
performing after the Eagles the night before.
They've been out and they've walked the ride prior to it when we were putting it up, and they were as excited about it as we are, which is really nice.
Yeah, absolutely. So if they're in the Lost in the 70s, there's still a little more. I was about to say you almost stop right there.
No,
It's,
no,
you've-
Lost in the 70s
the
is
park
great.
would be
We have
even an incredible park
We have
itself.
a great pinball wizard arcade inside.
Right,
There's a wonderful sit-down restaurant, which is very unique, but we haven't yet identified it, or I should say we have, but we haven't
Right.
announced what that association is going to
Sure.
be. But it's going to be an attraction among itself as well.
Folks will see it tomorrow at 4 p.m. They'll be out here. It'll be open tomorrow.
Yes, it will.
Okay,
and,
great.
we'll-
Sound check.
We'll see it then. But the neat thing is, and I'll say once again for annual pass holders, is that this restaurant, our chef has won several awards since he's been in town.
Great.
And it's worth the price just to come and to go to the restaurant. Come to dinner
Listen
and go back.
up. Well, as you think about it, $50 may sound like a lot for folks who aren't buying an annual pass. But even if they were coming in tomorrow, the $40 for the sound check, spread that out over 6 hours, that's maybe $7 or $8 an hour. The excitement, the thrill, the opportunity to get on
exactly. I mean, think
so many of these attractions. But the annual pass,
I mean, think of a lot of attractions now are only, an hour, 2 hours long, and you might pay, $20 or so, but think about it, or 30 or more.
Sure.
But per hour cost, I mean, wow. I'm giving you, a $400+ million theme park.
Right.
And you get to experience for only $50 a day.
I can't even fathom it. I mean, it is tremendous.
Well, and if you want to look at it as well, I mean, with all the concerts, and we just talked about, what, half a dozen of them, and there's many more to come.
Right.
Our special events, we'll be doing a Halloween nights event, or Halloween events, and a lot of those things. I mean, when you roll all that together, I mean, suddenly, it's, wow, you almost come out free.
Right. Is Born in the USA around there?
Well, actually, leading me along the way from Lost in the 70s. We do go into Born in the USA after that.
Oh, good. It's right there. Yeah.
Born in the USA is basically, once again, is sort of a tribute to artists that are born in the USA.
Hey now, yeah.
Exactly. And that's where our hard rock, or not hard rock, but that's where our live venue is, where you'll see all the major concerts. It's a venue that will hold up to 10,000 people standing that can see this. Mm-hmm. There's a great coaster, Slippery When Wet, which is you can actually it's peer down on it. You hang in a pod with 4 people, and but you have to be careful because it's located close to our Kids Rock State Park, where we have water cannons where they can actually shoot up and blast you as you come down with a water cannon.
Get down.
So
there's a little payback there, though.
Yeah,
as well,
there is.
right? Yeah.
Yes, there is. There's the Great Meals Eat Me Diner that's right there, so you can get a good taste of Americana while you're walking through. And once again, there's lots of gift shops and attractions and opportunities good for the entire family.
Absolutely.
All right,
keep going. Yeah, we got about 5 minutes, please.
Okay, I'll walk you out of there and bring us back here where we are now in Cool Country. Cool Country is our tribute to this area, to South Carolina, and it probably, good description, more like Southern rock. We have a lot of new country, but we'll have great bands from now back to, I think, Hank Williams maybe, and just a good country feel to it.
Absolutely, and 3 big performances, 3 big shows that are happening year-round and throughout the park, but then you've got a lot of smaller shows. You highlighted one, the Malibu Beach Party over there, and obviously the Roadies show.
Well, you come here and see Country on the Rocks, which was a real nice ice venue.
Absolutely.
And, nice, cool place.
We got here earlier this morning setting up and saw a couple of the performers out practicing a little bit. It was amazing. It was amazing. We hope that throughout the week, and of course later the week, I think tomorrow, the big day, the first day of sound check, I think, is that Stephen Goodwin will be with us.
Right. This is the first time I guess I'm the opening act for Stephen Goodwin. He'll be the main event. He'll come in tomorrow and be able to give you a little more of the the history and the foresight of this park.
Right.
And I believe Dale Kretzel, our general manager, follows
on Thursday. That's right. Absolutely.
Stephen, and then we ended
John
up with
Binkowski right at the end of the week. That's exactly right.
That's a show that you won't want to miss.
I love it. We're hoping to get Kristen Andre in on Wednesday if her schedule permits. You all are so crazy right now with the sound check opening tomorrow at 4. And for you, Kerry, I think you've been here a little more than a year now.
That's right.
You've really seen much of the park roll out.
When I first walked in, there was just literally nothing here but a large, dirt lot. So it's phenomenal to see the way it's come along now. I mean, it really is like just, it's magic.
Is there a target demographic? Is there such a thing, Kerry, when you think about it? Because you've highlighted things that would be great for grandma, things would be great for my folks, things would be great even for my 5.5-year-old and for kids of all ages.
No, there's not really. And that's one of the, you say that, and I sit here and think, that's one of the unique points about this product, and that's the fact that we have something here for people of all ages.
Right.
So the fact that we're charging, one low price of $50, and if you compare that to other theme parks around the country, I mean, I think the Orlando parks are all now up into the upper 60, 67, $68 for their kids' price. Adults paying into the 70s or 80s.
Wow.
The way we like to look at it is that, everybody here pays the kids' price.
Right. That is tremendous, Kerry. Let's think. Are you all expecting to pull a lot of folks that are already visiting the Myrtle, or do you expect to get a lot of folks that will feed the park coming essentially as first-time visitors?
Yes. No,
good answer. Yeah. No, I like it.
Of course.
Yeah.
We think that we'll be able to help with this entire area, bring in more tourists, the visitations. We think it's going to be good for business for everybody here, and that's very important. But we're not just a tourist theme park. I mean, we're a Myrtle Beach facility, and
Right.
we recognize the fact that that we want to take care of the local residents and give them the experience that we give anybody else. I mean, we're all about the experience.
Absolutely. Just to hear that the Harley group would be making this part of their home
Yeah,
show is a big deal, and even the Memorial Day Bike Fest folks really tying in this as one of their central locations throughout their
correct.
2 big bike weeks to kick off the park. That's a huge deal.
Oh, and just keep an eye on for all the special events that we're going to be doing in the September, October, November time periods.
Right.
Once again, giving local residents a reason to come out and to enjoy themselves. because
Absolutely.
That's what we are.
That is exciting, Kerry. Anything that keeps driving you and keeping you focused on the big day, of course, the sound check tomorrow, but I mean, what has kept you motivated over the last? Is it just to get to tomorrow?
No, not at all. I mean, what's kept me motivated is this entire project. This is like nothing I've ever experienced before. The staff, the product. I mean, it's remarkable, and I mean, I love it. I come to work because I love coming to work, and right now we're putting in 20 hours a day.
Right.
But you know what? I get up in the morning and I just look forward to walking through that front door. It's great.
No sleep tonight, huh?
No sleep tonight.
No sleep
Like
tonight
every other
for
night.
tomorrow. That's right.
No, not at all.
Sleep tonight is Amped. You're going to enjoy Amped.
I have my frequent visitor's card at AMP. I think. Yeah.
Those are great words. Folks are going to have to see that live time tomorrow. Thanks so much for being
Thank
with
you
us.
so
Sorry
much.
We've run out of time.
Enjoy it.
Absolutely. Stay tuned to more Kerry Graves, the Vice President of Marketing and Sales, coming up next. Think about working for a company where you're able to respond to that question. What's your target demographic? You're trying to bring folks in. What's your target demographic? It's any age. It's all ages. You heard him talking about all 6 of these environs. It was attractive to you. It's exciting to you to hear you talk about them. Each one of them almost a separate theme park in themselves. The excitement of coming on into the all-access entry plaza, but cruising around, if you take it clockwise, right there into rock and roll heaven. That's a place. You could spend a lot of time there. Spend a full day. The annual passes are what it's all about. Take the time to go online, hardrockpark.com, hardrockpark.com, or 843-236-ROCK. But keep going around, even when you pass Romeo and Juliet there, those swans out on the lagoon, on the lake, and roll on into the British invasion. There's a lot there. The excitement, seeing Kerry perk up there as he's talking about, I think he's thinking about some special food over there, some special rides, knowing that tomorrow, at the sound check as it kicks off, 4 o'clock, that everyone can be a part of it. Not just the folks that have been making it happen, but everyone. This can be your park. But you got to take the time, 843-236-ROCK or hardrockpark.com. But keep going. There's a lot more. Lost in the 70s, Born in the USA, of course, cool country over here. It's incredible to think about everything that has to happen to make this happen. It's taken a lot of time, but tomorrow's the big day. Get out here. The sound check kicks off. You can be a part of it. Kerry Graves.
Thank you
Thanks
very
so
much
for
again.
making it happen. Absolutely.